All right, guys, we are live. We are going to be seeing what we can learn from today. I'm going to review the stream and go over kind of what I was thinking in the moment because I did not have a lot of good trades today. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. It was pretty cheeks. My trading today was pretty bad. So we're gonna have to learn from today. And really, I really just want to look into price action and really understand on a deeper level what happened and what we can learn. So that's going to be my goal for today. Whether that be going into the stream in depth and learning from it or whatever, right? But there really should be a lot to learn from today. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's start out by looking at what happened in the morning. I am curious why I did not take shorts. Bro, I need to shave, huh? I need to shave really bad. So, there was definitely a trade off the first limit for value gap. First, let's see if there was a short, right? First things first, let's see if there was an opportunity to short, because you can clearly see the opportunity for the day was definitely to catch shorts at some point within this price leg. That was definitely the main opportunity for the day. So let's go ahead and look and see what opportunities there really actually were here. So first things first, let's make sure this is on. So B adjust is on. That is a new thing that I learned about today, is you want to make sure that B adjust. Let's see if I can switch this off here for just a second. You want to make sure this button B adjust is on, and that's going to be important. And yeah, when you're back testing the NQ1 exclamation mark. Yes, I just want to see what the opportunity today was definitely shorts. So what shorts could we have taken and how could we have taken them? That's essentially what I'm wondering. I guess you could have noted, right? One note you could have had at the beginning of the day is the NWOG was untapped. So let's go ahead and go in here. And let's just say going into the day, one note you could have had is the NWOG was untapped, right? Meaning there's a decent chance that we might want to come back to that. That was the first note that I maybe should have had that I did not even talk about at all. So I should have put more consideration into this idea that because the new week opening gap was untapped, that we might come back to it. Right, so we can go down the 5 minute, and then you can clearly see that had I put more consideration into this, that we could have maybe caught shorts here. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that. So that's the first note from today. There's a lot to learn. A lot to learn. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. So, should have put more consideration into the idea we needed to tap the untapped NWOG, right? Because we didn't come back to it at all. And that's the first thing I want to learn from today. Second thing is, I mean, this really was a giant gap. And you can clearly see this is an order block, right? So we ended up rejecting this order block. So as well, should have put more thought into that. We were within a giant gap here. Let's go down to the lower time frame. I really do want to see what shorts there actually were, and then how we could have taken advantage of that. So, now why is everything not copying over? When I move this, this isn't moving. Whoops. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Interval. And I want to do date range as well. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, so, alright. This happened so fast. You can see that right on market open, we swept out the lows, then went up, and then went lower. Very, very tricky. You had to... Essentially, the opportunity was this 30-second inversion. I think the 30-second inversion was nice. I am wondering what I was thinking when that happened. So I do think we should go run the stream back and really actually ask ourselves, like, or at least what I was thinking. You guys may have caught the shorts, which is fantastic. And you can clearly see that we have all this consolidation to go target below. But I am curious, like, why I didn't. You can clearly see it was just a massive liquidity pull down here. So drawing liquidity was super obvious. So I do want to go back and run the stream back and really see, like, why I wasn't considering shorts, like what I was thinking. So we will run that back. But yeah, you can clearly see that it was just like a inversion for value gap, and then we run down to this liquidity pool here. Just beautiful 30-second IPG. Might even been better on the 15-second. I actually kind of want to look at that. Yeah, either the 15-second or the 30-second, both were fine. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what I was thinking. Let's rewind that. It kind of just happened really fast, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this 30-second IPG was beautiful. I don't know what I was thinking. So let's rewind the stream. I think rewinding the stream is incredibly valuable because it teaches you about. It's one thing to backtest, but it's also important to understand how do the real time candles actually form, because it kind of changes things. Like if the real time candles are forming and you don't know how to execute them properly, that's an issue. Let's go to the stream and really understand what I did. So 932, inversion for value gap on the 30-second, saving that, and we go right down to that liquidity pool. So let's understand what I was thinking there. Continue up to this external draw. Okay, so first of all, I think I should have been more reactionary and less set on the idea that we had to go to some kind of crazy draw on liquidity. But maybe we will get a retracement on market open. We'll see. I think it's in 1 minute we get market open, so I don't know though. I wouldn't be surprised. Over Javier to a draw on liquidity. Oh, we should be looking at the micro version. Whoops.
Look at that.
Hey, we are getting a retracement. Hey, Javier, you're right. Whoops. Hey, we are getting looking at the micro version. Whoops.
It happened so fast.
Hey, we are getting a retracement. Hey, Javier, you're right. Hey, we are getting...
It happened so fast. Like, I wasn't even looking at the... I wasn't even looking at it.
Getting a retracement. Hey, Javier, you're right. And so that's why we don't just full port to a draw on liquidity, because...
It happened so fast.
We have to actually understand...
What up, Reaper? How's it going, bro? We appreciate you. Much love. Much love. Hey, guys, there was definitely opportunity. I think a lesson from today, let's go ahead and put some notes here. A lesson from today. Lesson from today is upon market open, simply just have the low time frame charts open and be prepared to be reactionary, right? Because I overcomplicated things, thinking we had to draw to some specific high time frame point. But instead, if I had just been chilling on the low time frame and been reactionary, well, then I would have caught this, right? So sometimes you really do just need to be reactionary and just sit on the low time frame charts, and then it'll give you everything that you need. Oh. I spelled that wrong. Hang on. On the low time frame charties, I meant charts. So yeah, lesson is with that: be sit and be reactionary. I am curious. We might have had a pin bar. I'm also curious, how did we take true opens? Because, you know, that stuff's valuable. So 7:30, we were obviously above midnight. 7:30, right here. And then 9:22 in here. So bang. And then we had 9:28 as well. So you can see how all the true opens get manipulated, and you can identify this up here as manipulation. So there we go. Love that death candle right there. It's really nice. But yeah. That's why I like true opens. It helps you identify true manipulation. So, all true opens manipulated. I need to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right. And you know what? This was a pin bar, looks like, on the 15-second. But it's not that obvious. I was going to say this right here. So yeah, that was the main trade, I think, was the shorts. Kind of hard to catch that though, because it wasn't incredibly obvious. And yeah, everyone gets stopped out there on this move lower. There was definitely opportunity. I loved the longs. This was a buy model on the 1 minute down here, so it was like a 1 minute rejection block, 1 minute 2022 gap. 1 minute breaker. We could take a look at that. But yeah, the new week opening gap got tapped. So that was kind of like confirmation that a buy model could start. So bang. Then we had lots of S&Ts. Interesting because when you back adjust it, there's no end dog there, but when you get rid of when you don't back adjust it, you can see there is an end dog here. So I think we'll just took the IFG model off the 2 minute there, opening got tapped. Yeah, dude, that IFG off open was beautiful. So I don't know what to call these new day opening gaps, which they're technically only valid on the NQH contract, but then when you go to the back adjusted version, it's not there. I'll just call it an NQH end dog. Hopefully that makes sense, because it's not on the other one. And then we had it's not on when you click back adjusted, it's not there. That's why I'm calling it that. And then we ended up having SMT with this low, but because we respected it, I'm still gonna utilize it, honestly. Plenty of SMTs all through here. So there was SMT here, and then SMT here. So from the rejection block to the 2022 gap, you might even be on a 30-second chart. best on the 1 minute. So this is what I'm talking about, right? We had rejection block used here. And then right here, 2022 entry. So I did kind of want to try and take this, but it wasn't easy to catch. And you can measure out equilibrium here. Pretty sure we took all the true opens as well, which is kind of cool. And then we have a breaker right here. Or maybe this breaker was better. There is a lot to learn here. So yeah, from the rejection block to the 2022 fair value gap. And then we have this breaker. That's probably the breaker that got used. Yeah, it is. Now it's making sense. I wish I noticed this live. I don't know. I didn't see it. Oh, you're talking about the 2 minute long, huh? Yeah. So I would consider this the breaker. And then the high being up here. Dang, dude, yeah, that was awesome, bro. Yeah, so once again, guys, market showing how it's going from that rejection block to that 2022 to that 2022 fair value gap at equilibrium to that breaker and then to the high. Fascinating. Okay, well, yeah, you can see that occurring in the market again. And then, yeah. Just remember this for the future. This is going to occur in the market over and over again. So if you were a like insanely high level trader, you could enter at the rejection block and then enter at the 2022 gap and then enter at like an inducement into this breaker, and then you could take all off at the high. Like that's if you're like super good at trading, which I'm not. Gonna save this as I nickname this the Khufu stack. That's just the nickname I give it for when you basically take every entry within a market maker buy model. So 1041 Khufu stack, basically on the 15-second. I'll just call it on the 1 minute because it was on the 1 minute. Yeah, dude, that's real nice, Danny. Great work, bro. So yeah, I thought this was nice. We could look at the 2-minute IPG. I think that was clean. Looks like it's pretty simple, right? 2-minute IPG went something like this. We had. Oh wait, first let's look at the pin bar because the pin bar was actually maybe the trade of the day. The pin bar was on the 1 minute, you know, after we finally came all the way down here. Or maybe it was on the 30-second. Maybe it was on the 2 minute. Or the 3 minute. Maybe it was on the 5 minute. There was a pin bar at the low. I know that. Oh, it might have been on the 15-second, huh? Yeah, I think it was. Okay, so this one was not easy to catch. But yeah, look at that beautiful pin bar right there. So right after we hit the NWOG with SMTs. Oh, and yeah, all the true opens got taken. So we're below 730. Let's see where there's other ones. We're below 730. We're below 750. Wait, let's go to 10. We're below 1052. Okay, so that's not quite yet. We're below 922. Where's the most recent 22-minute true open? Yeah, so we were below every single true open. Look at that, by the way. Beautiful. So we can make, I kind of want to make this a different color. Nah, change my mind. Then here's that pin bar. So I am curious how far up from this pin bar we end up going. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we definitely go 4 projections. Probably just take it up to this high. Or you could actually just target this. That's probably what I'd do, actually. Yeah, that's a beautiful trade. Not an easy trade, but a beautiful trade. That might be trade of the day, honestly. $10.38. Pin bar, 15-second. Dude, that was so clean. What was I thinking when that happened? We should rewind. Let's rewind the stream. I kind of want to see what I was thinking. Because I probably could have caught that. I don't see why not. Let's go see what I was thinking. And then also I'm going to put it in trades from today.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That really was beautiful. Okay, I want to know what I was thinking at that time. Shouldn't have been doing so many trades before opportunities happened. This was the low down here. What up, Amit Ponmore? How's it going? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to learn. Not learn. I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking when the low formed because I should have seen this 15-second pin bar, and I am curious what I was thinking. So I'm reviewing the stream. But I feel it with proper risk management from 100K. How's it going? Previous end dog. I feel like I just wasn't paying attention. Look, I'm talking to someone. To NWOG, yeah, makes sense. But I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot more relaxing when it's just trading demo. Like you're just like, yeah. I mean, then again, I feel like you don't quite get the full experience. But I mean that doesn't. It's better not to lose. I wasn't even looking at the fact that we tapped the NWOG. Real money, I'd say. I am new, brother. Tell me about yourself, quick, please. I trade the market every single day. I trade the Nasdaq futures, and I'm on a journey to become a profitable trader. So, and I'm trying to help everyone else as well. So, that's me, and yeah, I review the market every single day as well. So, man, so I would still. Man, I can't believe I wasn't paying attention because this was an opportunity right here. If I had gone to the 15-second, I would have seen it. I think, yeah, I guess it just turned out this was high resistance. So many bullish SMTs though. It seemed like, market's dumping. So there were so many bullish SMTs this entire time. It seemed pretty reasonable that we could just go higher, but I guess not. For some reason, markets were. Once again, I don't, Shaney, bro, I just show up to the market. I've seen Christmas week be actually perfectly fine. I don't know what anyone else is talking about with Christmas week being bad. There it is, right there. You guys see that? Bro. There it is. That's I should have just put a limit order right at the pin bar, right there. Oh my gosh. I think it's all made up. I think, like I said, I've seen good trades on bank holidays, bro. I don't think there's ever bad or good price action. Look at this. This is all low resistance. I could have just put a limit order at the pin bar right there. It's just different conditions. Sometimes it probably just so happens that there's bad price action on Christmas. It's right in front of me. There's like 3 SMTs, and I'm looking at the 15-second pin bar right there. Dude, what was I thinking? It's right in front of me. This makes me mad. I'm not gonna lie. Yup, exactly, bro. Exactly. It's a grind. It is a grind. Look at that 15-second pin bar, and we have 3 different SMTs, all that being low resistance. I should have just put a limit order right at the pin bar. Or Christmas week, sometimes there's good price action. Exactly. It's all just different price conditions, and they happen at different times. And it's in my opinion, it's all just made up. Like, price conditions can be good or bad on any week. It's just a matter of just showing up and looking and observing. It's just what I've seen. Like, I remember last Christmas was perfectly fine. Yeah, I know. I mean, think about it. Most people are unprofitable, so why are we listening to most people? The minorities usually, like the minorities who are saying the opposite of everyone else. Being profitable is a minority. Just keep that in mind. Definitely trading like butt cheeks today, but grateful that I'm not trading for real on live or on a prop firm. I'm just getting some practice. I am still up on these paper accounts, which is kind of cool. But hey, we just show up. We try. We execute. I think it's much more complicated than that. But we draw down the market will line. This year it's 5 today, and so I run. Feel here. Yeah, I mean every true open, like low time frame market maker buy model. Yeah, it took me a while to realize it, man. I think you just gotta pay more attention. I just gotta pay more attention in the future. But yeah, beautiful pin bar trade on the 15-second here.
And then we also had probably a short within this, right? Because I should have been paying more attention to the idea that this was the first presented for value gap. If I turn this on, you can see there's the first presented for value gap. We could actually probably put a gradient on this. I'm curious. Maybe we went right up to that 3/4 level. That would be very interesting, actually. Yeah. Right up to that 3/4 level right there. You see that? We went right up to 3/4 of the fill of the first presented for value gap. And then we could take this as a short. So I could have gone onto the 15-second here. It's not insane. Hey, what up? Much love, man. Much love. How's it going, bro? How's it going, FF? So we rejected the first presented for value gap. Got this instant death candle on the 15-second. Maybe you could have taken this on the close. I don't think it's obvious enough. But I mean, hey, if this was a trade that you liked, you could have taken this. I don't think it was obvious enough. But maybe. What up, bro? So yeah, we come above this high and then instant death candle. What up?
Do you want to go to Best Buy with us?
Yeah, I'll come. When are you leaving?
Probably in like 5 minutes.
All right, I'll wrap this up. Yeah, so I guess I don't mind this death candle, but it happens very fast, and you have to kind of really pay attention to it. What up, Javier? I might continue this later, but my brothers actually want me to go to Best Buy with them. He's getting a new computer for a new laptop because his old one broke. So I'm about to go with them for that. The nice thing about this is there is no drawdown, but you do have to be pretty reactionary to this. But that's the thing. Some of the best trades will be like instantaneous, like death candle type of trades, and so you have to be reactionary and on your toes. Insta Connect, I do have Instagram. It's it's a personal Instagram, but you can follow it. It's just Jake Trades It. And Connect, you can join the Discord. I have a free Discord, so join that. And then yeah, you could have just targeted this consolidation here. Yeah, so I think this one is a type of trade where I'd probably just target, I'd honestly maybe just target this low. I don't think there's any reason to be greedy. That's only 1R though. Let me measure this out. Yeah, you could have targeted 4 projections. And then, dude, look at that. We actually do go 7 projections, which is insane. Look how perfectly we go 4 projections, and then how perfectly we go 7 projections. Like I always say, guys, everything kind of fits together like a puzzle when you look at the market after the fact. It's just a matter of seeing it in the moment, and that's where the market gets very, very tricky. But you can see we do end up going 4 projections here, and we go 7 projections. So I'm gonna screenshot that, and then I'm gonna end the stream. It's just Jake Trades It. You can follow me. I want to do like a post for 2,000 subscribers on Insta. I might have my friend help me take some pictures or something. But yeah, I like that death candle. Death candles are really nice for entries, and then we do go 7 projections as well. Once again, for some reason, guys, 7 projections, like it's so strange, but I've seen it happen over and over again. 7 projections is going to be super accurate, and way more accurate than 8 projections. I don't know why. But yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that. And then I gotta go because my brother wants me to come with him. So, which year of trading? I'm 30 months in, 29 months in, so 2.5 years in. And we just keep going, we keep grinding. And I've been, if you include crypto, it's been like 6 years. So, but yeah, there we go. First strike, 10 o'clock. 1 minute aligned with the 15-second. But yeah, beautiful trade, beautiful trade. And I'll put this one in the trades from today as well. Guys, all of you guys, anytime you notice a trade from today, put it in the Discord in the trades from today, because I want to basically learn from as many of you guys as possible. So put your own trades in here. Uh, 10 o'clock, first strike. Alright, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate y'all. Let's make sure I save this correctly. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'll be live tomorrow.